The spotlight searchlights across the city skyline. They're not looking for a movie star, though. They're scanning the top floor of a silent glass tower.
And up there, a deal is being sealed. Quietly.
A billion-dollar deal. One that is completely changing the future of one of the world's most recognizable denim empires. Guess, Inc.
Yeah, it's a massive corporate reboot. But let's be honest, boardroom stuff, it rarely grabs the world's attention.
Not usually, no.
The real shockwave came when this huge strategic change was almost instantly overshadowed.
Right, by a new couple stepping out, locking eyes on the red carpet.
And in doing so, strategically sealing the future of the brand.
The cameras flashed, the crowd froze, and just like that, Hollywood, high fashion, and high finance had a new, strategically aligned obsession. Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Today, we are undertaking a true deep dive. We're analyzing the huge news connecting rising supermodel Amelia Gray Hamlin and Nicolai Marciano, the heir apparent to the Guess empire.
But we're not just focusing on the romance. The real story is the massive corporate acquisition that forms the backdrop. It fundamentally changes everything for the Guess brand forever.
We're looking at how a billion-dollar business move requires that high-wattage celebrity alignment to actually work today.
Okay, let's unpack this.
So let's start with the corporate side of this whole equation. The headline really says it all. The billion-dollar acquisition that signals Guess reboot.
And we are talking about a serious financial play here.
Oh, absolutely. For anyone who just sees Guess as, a staple at the mall, this acquisition is the moment. It recontextualizes the whole brand.
It does. The foundational fact is just the sheer scale. So in August 2025, you have Authentic Brands Group, or ABG.
Right.
And the existing shareholders, they agree to acquire Guess for a staggering $1.4 billion.
$1.4 billion. That puts this squarely in the realm of, a legacy brand investment.
It's huge.
And for you listening, if you don't follow the high-stakes world of IP management, we need to clarify what ABG actually does. Because that explains why this deal is happening now.
That's crucial. ABG isn't really a retailer. They're IP strategists. They buy the name, the archive, the history, the brand itself for huge entities like Nine West or Reebok.
Brooks Brothers, too.
Brooks Brothers, exactly. And then they license that intellectual property out globally. They monetize the logo and the heritage, not really the day-to-day of running every single store.
So when the Guess co-founder, Paul Marciano, says joining forces with ABG lets them expand our reach as a global lifestyle brand, he's really saying, ABG gives us the strategic muscle to license our iconic name to its absolute maximum potential.
That's it exactly. But for ABG to pay $1.4 billion, they need a robust, forward-looking strategy. They need proof that Guess is still relevant beyond, just its denim nostalgia.
Which brings us directly to the future of the brand.
Personified by Nicolai Marciano.
He is the son of Paul Marciano. He holds the title of Chief New Business Development Officer, and he manages brand partnerships.
But his real genius, I think, lies in a project he's been running for years. Guess Jeans USA.
This is the operational key to the entire deal, right?
It is. Guess Jeans USA is described as the incubator brand. Think of it as a laboratory.
A lab designed to figure out how to make Guess cool for Gen Z again.
Right. Without scaring off the legacy customers, it's where he tests that hype culture model, which is so different from the main Guess brand's traditional retail operation.
That differentiation is the entire point. Nicolai is focused on these innovative, extremely limited drops, pop-ups, and high-profile collaborations.
And these aren't just ads, they're cultural events. We're talking about massive names. AAP Rocky, streetwear guru Sean Wotherspoon.
And what's so fascinating is that he's been focusing on referencing the golden era of the brand, 1981 to 1995. That period when Guess was just synonymous with sex appeal and that aspirational denim. He's mixing archival reverence with modern scarcity.
To build hype, and that archive work is precisely what makes the brand so valuable to ABG. Nicolai is proving the Guess logo still holds cultural weight if you present it correctly.
Through installations and drops, not just endless inventory in a mall store.
It's the proof of concept for that $1.4 billion investment.
And what stands out to me is that this isn't some silver spoon heir just taking a cushy job. He is actively reinventing the business model. He famously chose an internship over college.
Following his dad's advice to play hard within your work, he's hustled and the industry has recognized it. He got the 2024 Sustainability Hero Award for propelling Guess towards sustainable innovation with that Guess jeans launch.
He's ticking every single box.
Yeah.
Legacy, Gen Z appeal, and sustainability.
Yes.
But wait a minute. If Nicolai is so focused on archival authenticity, on building this legitimate hype culture cool, who is the person he would choose to put at the center of this new narrative?
Which brings us to our next question.
Who exactly is Amelia Gray, and how does her brand fit into this huge corporate strategy?
And if you're enjoying this analysis of how money and fame collide, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead. All right, shifting our focus from the Marciano corporate world to the runway, let's talk about the woman who has positioned herself perfectly at this intersection of reality TV, high fashion, and now corporate strategy.
Our headline: the supermodel who said the Nepo baby argument is mindless and unnecessary.
That quote is just, it's such a power move.
It really is. But to understand Amelia Gray Hamlin, you have to acknowledge the reality star roots. Born in 2001 in L.A., daughter of actor Harry Hamlin and the legendary Real Housewives of Beverly Hills personality Lisa Rinna.
She was literally born into fame. She was on reality TV from a young age.
But here's the critical distinction. She didn't just stop there. She has been actively chasing a modeling career since she was 5. And her debut in 2017, where she opened and closed the Dennis Basso show, that signaled she was serious.
And her career has just exploded in high fashion, moved her far beyond the RH or BH orbit. We're talking 23 fashion shows in 2023 alone.
She's graced international Vogue covers. She's been the face of Miu Miu, Givenchy's global Spring-Summer 2024 campaign.
Vivienne Westwood, Versace, Victoria's Secret, I mean, the list goes on.
She earned Daily Front Row's Model of the Year in 2024. So this isn't a hobbyist. This is a legitimate, high-functioning member of the industry.
But all this success comes with that inevitable label, right? Nepo baby.
And this is where her strategic genius truly emerges.
This is where it gets really interesting. Instead of avoiding the term, she and her mother leaned all the way in. They starred in Akatuk Sussex' Born Famous campaign.
Explicitly embracing the label.
It's like she turned the controversy into a brand asset. Her quote was completely unapologetic. "I was born famous. I am a Nepo baby. What can I say?"
It's audacious, but it's brilliant PR.
Totally. And then she followed up, arguing that the whole Nepo baby argument is mindless and unnecessary. She said nobody gets to choose where the heck they're from.
She basically views her family connections not as something to hide, but as a very beautiful opportunity.
And that it would be a shame to let it go to waste.
Which is a key piece of context here. We've seen other children of fame, like Lily Rose Depp, try to draw these analogies, comparing their success to a doctor's child becoming a doctor. Amelia Gray takes it a step further. She's basically saying, yes, I had a leg up and I'm going to maximize it. And that honesty, it actually feels more authentic to a Gen Z consumer than pretending you started from zero.
It's strategic self-awareness. She's neutralizing the criticism by owning it. And that cheeky, high-drama, authentic confidence is what sells in high fashion right now.
You see it in her runway presence, like that ultra-dramatic look she wore to the 2025 Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Which her mom was very quick to celebrate, of course. She's the definition of an it girl who completely understands her own narrative.
So all of this setup, the massive corporate change at Eid, Guess needing a new face of cool, and Amelia Gray's calculated high fashion ascent, it all leads us to the final act.
And the headline for this one is, the new power coupling that puts Amelia Gray at the center of the Guess legacy.
But before we get into the strategic pairing, we need to quickly look at her previous high-profile relationship, because it shows just how targeted this new move is.
Exactly. Amelia Gray dated the reality TV veteran Scott Disick Lord Disick,
who is 18 years older than her and known for, the whole Kardashian ecosystem. That was from early 2021 for about 7 months.
And that partnership, while definitely high profile, was firmly rooted in reality TV drama and building his brand talentless.
And that contrast makes her current partnership with Nicolai Marciano, the heir to a global fashion brand, such a clear, powerful move.
She's moving from reality TV aristocracy to true fashion royalty.
And the relationship wasn't quietly leaked either. When Amelia Gray, who's now 24, and Nicolai Marciano made their red carpet debut, it was a capital H hard launch.
Oh, yeah. She confirmed the romance explicitly to sources like X Factor, referring to him simply as
"my." The implications are huge. The fashion world immediately recognized the strategic alignment.
You have Amelia Gray, the model who embodies this youthful, high-fashion, born famous future of luxury.
Now directly tied to the strategic heir responsible for relaunching and innovating this historic denim brand.
So what does this all mean for the $1.4 billion brand reboot?
Well, it's perfect branding synergy. Nicolai needs to shed the stigma of the mass-market mall brand and infuse guests with authentic streetwear culture.
He's leveraging that 80s and 90s archive.
And Amelia Gray provides that vital, youthful legitimacy that a 40-year-old denim brand just can't manufacture organically.
She brings high fashion credibility, a massive Gen Z following who respects her confidence, and the reality TV wattage that makes sure the relationship gets press outside of the trade magazine.
It's the celebrity narrative that gives life to the corporate strategy. The Marciano name provides the legacy and the corporate plan.
And Amelia Gray provides the current, undeniable it girl heat you need to sell $1.4 billion worth of redefined IP.
This coupling absolutely solidifies her transition. She's gone from being just a successful reality TV daughter to being quite literally at the center of a major fashion dynasty's new chapter.
She is the new face of the Guess reboot narrative. And this time, the narrative is built on strategy, archives, and self-aware authenticity.
The drama is certainly there, right? Going from dating reality TV aristocracy to becoming fashion royalty.
Yeah.
But the real lesson is that at this level of fame, relationships are never just personal.
No, they're major strategic business alignments designed to maximize brand equity.
That's the nature of the industry today. Every partnership, every red carpet appearance, it all feeds directly into the corporate brand narrative.
And the Guess brand, post-acquisition, just found its perfect, high-wattage, strategically aligned couple to lead its reboot.
The story of Guess's corporate future and Amelia Gray's modeling career are now permanently intertwined. It just proves that the most glamorous headlines often conceal the savviest, most calculated business moves.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.